Activity title: Fire Triangle. To start this activity, you need to prepare 4 materials. These are the candles, the match, the jar, and the water. For safety purposes, you need the water in case of fire. Part 1: Lighting the candle. To start the experiment, let us light the match first. After that, move it towards the tip of the candle. As you can see, when the match comes closer into the tip of the candle, it transfers its fire from one to another. This is because the tip of the candle has the fuel to carry that fire from itself. Part 2: The jar. After we light the candle, let us now observe what will happen when we put a jar above the candle. As you can see, when we put the jar above the candle, the fire disappears. This is because the fire needs the oxygen to maintain its form. Part 3: Candle plus water. Now, let us light the candle with its tip soaked with water. As you can see, when we are lighting the candle with its tip soaked with water, it's very difficult to start a fire. This is because the water neutralizes the fire. Part 4: Not wet anymore. Now, because the tip of the candle is wet, let us dry it and light it again. As you can see, the dry tip of the candle can now carry a fire. This is because the candle is not wet anymore. Part 5: Why I can't light the bottom? As you can see, when I'm lighting the bottom of the candle, it doesn't make fire. This is because this bottom doesn't have the fuel to carry that fire. There are 3 components to make a fire. This fire triangle is a simple model used to understand the 3 essential elements required for a fire to occur and to sustain itself. These elements are the heat, fuel, and oxygen. Heat is the initial source of ignition that raises the temperature of the fuel. Fuel, on the other hand, refers to any combustible material that can burn. It may be solid, liquid, or gas. The type and quantity of fuel present or determine the intensity and duration of a fire. Lastly, the oxygen is the oxidizing agent that supports the combustion process. It is present in the air around us. Sufficient oxygen levels are required to sustain a fire. As you can see from our experiment, the fire triangle explains that if any one of these three elements is removed, the fire will either not start or will be extinguished.